Hello, I am dotJenna, and welcome to day 11 of my 30-day success challenge. Today's message is to love yourself. Last time we talked about, on day 10, we talked about knowing yourself, okay? And today we're going to talk about loving what you know. Loving yourself. This is something that's very dear to my heart because as someone who grew up as a child abuse survivor, I am someone who had to learn as an adult to love who I am. And so this has been a long process. It's taken my whole life long, and I've really made huge strides, and it's a beautiful, beautiful thing, especially that I know what it's like not to, and then what it feels like to love yourself. The difference is amazing, and it feels wonderful. And you wouldn't have known. If you had known me when I didn't love myself, you would have said, oh my gosh, you're just so vibrant, you're just so energetic. You would have thought the same thing. It's not something that's physical per se. It's something deep, 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 deep down. And so what I want to say is find a way to get to you. And one way to love yourself, the first thing you have to do if you're going to love who you are is you have to know who you are. So watch the last video that I did on day 10. Once you know who you are, that's honoring yourself. That's being loving to yourself. And if you want to know how to love yourself, well, you have a relationship with yourself, okay? You as the boss of you, your brain, your mind is responsible for caring for the rest of you. You know, the rest of your needs, your bodily needs, you're thirsty, you're hungry, you need to work out, you need to have a friend come over, you need this, you need that. And it's very important that we listen to the signals of our body. And the signals of our body and our mind and ourselves are our feelings. Honoring your feelings is the #1 way to love yourself. And guess what? I learned the most awesome thing. This is awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay, so your feelings are signals to a need. So if you're not feeling well, that means there's a need underneath that is not being met. So in order to love yourself, it's your responsibility to meet your needs. What are needs? There are things like understanding. Well, we have to understand ourselves. We have to give ourselves understanding and compassion. So instead of tearing ourselves down because we don't look like the fashion model, we need to have compassion and remind ourselves that that's unrealistic. Or if we tear ourselves down because we're not making what the Joneses make, well, we need to be compassionate on ourselves because that's not realistic. So part of loving yourself is pulling yourself to reality, is removing irrational thought processes, even those thought processes that you prop up to keep you in line, that you think keep you in line. Really, they do a lot of damage to your self-esteem and to your person. So you're responsible for responding to your needs, for reaching out when you need to reach out, for going and getting a drink of water when you're thirsty. And I know this stuff sounds so simple, but there are people out there who get what I'm talking about. Because there are people out there that, just like me, have abandoned their needs. You know, sometimes I can find myself working for hours and hours and hours and not even eating, okay? And just ignoring my body signals. Or maybe waiting too long to call a friend and talk to a friend about a problem. Being able to be vulnerable. These are ways we love ourselves. Another way we love ourselves is by exercise and also by improving ourselves. When we improve, when we take care of our bodies, when we improve our minds, when we learn about how our minds work, you taking care of yourself by signing up to this 30-day success challenge, that's a way of loving yourself. Taking care of your clothing, preparing meals that you love, doing things that you love, really inclining your ear to your needs, your wants, your desires, and really honoring the person that you are, taking care of yourself, going to get massages, whatever. But we just really need to take time to love ourselves. So many of us spend so much time trying to get, do, be, and we never take care of who we are. We never put ourselves first. And so the Bible says to love our neighbors as ourselves, not to love everybody and miss ourselves. If you put your children first all the time and forget to take care of your needs, then it's really going to wreak havoc on the children. because you're going to need to get your needs met somehow, and you're going to take it out on your, you're going to expect your children to do it or something. So you've really got to be careful and meet your own needs and respond to your own needs, and be someone that honors yourself and make sure you're around the right kind of people. We're going to talk about all that coming up in the next couple of days. Okay, that's day 11. Love yourself. I'm dotJenna. Talk to you soon.